Hello and welcome. You know the deal. We are here. We are playing with the promo packs, the Venus packs, all the packs. We're going to Tharsis and we're playing a solo challenge. We're trying to get over 100 points. We're trying to terraform the whole planet, and we're trying to get 63 TR. Sometimes very difficult to do all of that, but hey, I mean, we got options. So our corporations here: Robinson Industries or Terractor. No Earth tags to get value out of Terractor, but maybe that's fine just because they start with $60. Is there energy anywhere here? Like, no. Energy here. This is so bad, though. Honestly, though, screw this. I don't want to do... See, the thing is with Robinson Industries, you do get a lot of value. I guess we have to do Robinson Industries. It just makes sense. We do Robinson Industries because we're going to have 6 money production. 6 money production means that we don't have to use the Robinson Industries click to get money. We are just good to go. Then we'll go ahead and we'll take some microbe stuff. Fine. We'll take some steel. I mean, it's so overkill because we already have a lot. But, like, sure. We take all this stuff. We lose some money. We have a whole bunch of metals, which give us upside. We use the Robinson Industries click to get a energy production. So this is actually a questionable one because I want to use my energy production to get a steel and a titanium income anyway. So I think it makes sense not to get the fuel factory this turn, because we're going to get a titanium production either way. I would have an extra $1 worth of production, but like that's fine. Then honestly, just give me a really early design microorganism to go with my 3 plants. Like, I think that's okay. I don't know what I want to do with this whole, like, where am I going to want to put my early greenery? I'd love to have oceans nearby for it. I guess I could put it like here, with the expectation I'm going to try river walking like out this way. A nuke, like, kind of good. An ocean, kind of good. A Venus, kind of good. There's no 6% to work with, so like, fine. Now we get that energy income, and we have all this metal, so like, you know, we're good to go there. We just don't have anything to do with our metal, unfortunately. I could comet. Thing is, I don't want to comet until I have this discount anyway. I don't want to put the nuke down until I have my first greenery or something so that I can play into a different spot. I think that I take nothing here. Like, it's a weird one because I have so many metals and resources, but I'm a believer that we're going to actually get something out of this. I'm going to take one more ocean just to make, like, all of the adjacencies work for me. Maybe... Honestly, I love all of this, but I can't take it. I can't do it. Even though Rotator Impacts is really cute. I mean, I need to play things is the problem. But okay, so we get our space station. That discounts our comet, likely, is where I'm going to go with this. So that means that I can get a greenery down here. That's in a really cute spot. I would love to get my subterranean reservoir here for a bunch of adjacencies. Again, this is all going to work out. Then I need to buy more energy income. Definitely not steel income, because I have 5 steel sitting here that I'm just not using. So yeah, another energy income is fine. And then once I nuke, that'll get me the two tags up for this heat income, which would be quite nice. Again, this has been a slow start to the game, but I actually feel like we got some decent cards out of it. And the fact that the oxygen is moving is atypical. So, I don't know. It's okay. Gyropolis. If I had a bunch of tags, it could be cool. Do I have 2 science tags? No. No. Because replicating robots could have been cool if we had a card to go with it. This is a whole bunch of nothing. This is a turn where I can finally save my money and just do what I want. Which, I don't know. There's dirigibles. There's the heat bumps. The heat bumps give me this, which is nice. I'm going to do the heat bump because that gets me the 2 TR and the heat income. Rotator impacts and advanced GHG are high on my list. I'm only questioning if I'd also want to play these. And I think that it's no. I think you just go ahead with rotator impacts. You use some titanium, get that ready to go next gen. Instead of getting the heat income, I am going to get the dirigibles just because it really works out in terms of getting the Robinson Industries click anyway for that steel income. And getting the floaters to start stacking. Like, I think that we're in an okay spot. And that gets us to the end of Gen 4. So we have 6 TR that we've gotten over the course of the game. We started at 14. We have 7 income, which alone in straight cash money is $13. And then we have $8 more of metals. So, like, that's $21 worth of income. Another $3 per turn towards Venus tags. Like, this is a very high income game. And then in terms of terraforming, well, geez, we don't have the energy and heat that we'd like to have. So that's negative. But we do have 2 plant income. So I think that we're kind of even. And we have at least 1 Venus infrastructure card to help with Venus. So I think that we're actually in a decent spot. We have some Venus cards to synergize with later. We have Extreme Cold Fungus if another microbe card shows up. We have an Ocean in hand. The Oceans are halfway done, especially if you consider the freebie at the top of the track. I think that we're in a pretty decent spot for the terraform. I think that we're in a decent spot for income. And that means that we're probably in a decent spot. I'm going to get some help with Venus here. It probably means we're in a decent spot overall in terms of scoring 100 points. We don't have the TR. Like, you need, like, what, 7 neutral TR from, like, events and cards and stuff. I got no fancy TRs yet, so, like, that's bad. I don't think we need Steelworks, but I am going to take the science tags and everything else. 3 Venus bumps for later. Like, that is sick. A greenery here keeps this lovely synergy working where we're getting a ton of money back from these oceans that we invested in early. We'll trade in our... I guess I could have done a CEO's favorite project to keep an asteroid there. Still, I think that's fine. We could... This is 3 income worth. So I actually think you play air scraping because that gets us 3 more floaters. And then what? We could have some money left over after playing you. I might wait 1 more turn for you because I'd rather... I'm actually $1 short because I want to buy an income, even though it would be an energy or a steel. Ooh, I did mess that up then. I'd like the energy because that'll turn into heat. I could go for the 2 card draw. I'm going to wait with $12, which is really not optimal. But it's where I'm at, unfortunately. And I'm 1 away from that heat bump as well. So I'm just going to take an oxygen, try and alleviate the pressure there. Venus and Venus. Venus animal. This is some really good Venus cards that we have here. That's really sick. Some energy from the nuke is also probably worthwhile. I have so much steel that, like, how do you not? How do you not? So let's keep getting floaters here. And I think that means I can Giant Solar Shade. And I'd love to wait to play any science tags until I have Venusian animals. So if that's allowed, we would love that. So floaters and titanium into you. I didn't leave a bird for stratospheric bird, but I think that's okay. I do want you. And I could get the Venus bump. But then I wouldn't have enough to buy I wouldn't have had enough to buy my asteroid, and I wouldn't have had enough to buy a steel income for $4, which seems like a waste. Let's do the extreme cold fungus. Even if it's just a plant income, that's sad. But it's kind of okay. We want to be able to get cool microbe cards in the future. So let's just live our lives. Get one more oxygen bump just to keep that moving. Viral enhancers and worms, potentially. That's 2 plant income from worms. And I'm already unlocked on it. I have 2 earth tags played. And I don't plan on playing more. So Luna Metropolis is good because it's 2 points. But I'm going to live and let die on that one, actually. So heat bump gives us the heat income, which is quite nice. It would be sweet to play Venusian animals before playing viral enhancers. Actually, no, it's the same. Because I was going to say, I want to get the extra animal from playing the science tag. But the viral enhancers will give me an extra animal from the animal tag. So it's the same. And I don't have to worry about playing things out of order or out of turn. Let's get more discounts here. Viral enhancer and worms. And then I still don't have anything to put worms onto, which is fine. I don't really want to give up this adjacency. So I'm just going to go here for a second. There's more plants over here. There's no money back from adjacencies, but fine, so be it. One more bump there. And what is this going to be? A steel or titanium? Okay, well, titanium is nice. Next turn, we have import from Venus. That'll get me more heat income, which I do need. It'll push Venus a little bit harder. Grass is almost in range. Yeah, we're in a little bit like of a weird spot. But I mean, going into Gen 8, I don't think this is too bad. I'm gonna keep taking government handouts on oxygen. Heat bumps. Dawn City is so good for points, but like that's not necessarily a great reason to do it. But I do want space stuff. So sure, let's be a little greedy. Because, I mean, would it be this channel if we weren't being outright greedy on everything? Am I going to do this heat bump first? Probably. So 4 titanium into an asteroid. And then a bunch of titanium and floaters into Venus import. Grass. That leaves me enough money to buy this bump, to buy the steel income, and I'll just keep getting a plant. And getting 2 plants every time seems okay. Okay, now we're in an awkward spot. The government's gonna have to help me with heat, probably. Or no, actually, no. We're going to get Venus bump next turn, which means I can finally play my Venusian animals, which means I can start playing all my science tags without worry, which is going to help me with getting 100 points. Getting all the things terraformed is going to be tricky, but I did get standard technology, so heat will generally be easy in the future. I could also take an ocean just to like set this stuff up here. I might just take an ocean because I haven't seen an ocean card in a while. Research outpost, that's a good use of our steel. 7% oxygen. It's a good card, but it's expensive and I don't have that much steel. Industrial center, also not that exciting. I'm just going to take the research outpost. I'm going to bump Venus. I'm going to play Venusian animals first. Even though I lose out on the dollar, I'll get an extra animal here from the research outpost. And I think I just do it for a card, as lame as that sounds. I guess I could have taken the other city because I have the mineral deposit. Maybe that was a mistake. Either way, let's do research. Regolith eaters. Interesting. We're not at -8 yet for that ocean. Dawn City is right there for the taking. I'd love to get a titanium income here before playing it, if I do play it. I'm looking at this regolith eaters. I don't really need it, but I have the synergy and it will just make my life so much easier. I'm just going to do it for plant. And that will basically make it so that we're good on the oxygen completely. And I'm going to go grab this card draw because it's just beside my base. And what do you know? Deep Well Heating. That's actually a lovely card to get because I have a bunch of steel income and a card I can play 4 income for steel. Or not 4 income, but for a one-time boost of it. So oxygen's good. I have 2 oceans on the way. This one here and the freebie. So I'm going to take another heat bump, but I'm watching those oceans very closely. Bunch of Venus bumping is nice. It's too late for these. And yeah, let's just do the obvious things. I'll keep pushing oxygen with regolith eaters. We're still going to have greeneries. It's just getting me the bumps a little bit early, and that's okay. Greenery beside the city. May as well just keep living that life. I really do want stratospheric birds. I also want this steel. So stratospheric birds, I can play one of my floaters onto, and they'll eat the other one. And then that enhances, and that gives me a tappable. Now I have like 8 points worth of animals, and that's kind of sick. That's kind of sick with it. 2 cards or 2 plants. I'm going to go for the cards. I'm going to go with the orbital deflectors. I'm gonna buy 1 more steel income. I wanted a couple different things. This one for sure we want. I get a whole round of rotator impacts out of CEO's favorite project if I do go down that path. I have 2 earth tags, so this is a point, but it makes me a couple dollars back per turn. I don't know. For some reason, I was really gravitating towards this one because it's 3 points, and that seems nice. I don't know that I want to sell 2 cards, but if I did, it would be these 2. And I think that's actually enough for me to say, you know what, screw it. I'm going to sell 2 cards. I'm going to get my Dawn City. I think I'm going to do this asteroid. I'm going to risk accidentally misplaying next turn. And that's okay. I'm going to do 1 more heat bump. 2 bumps here. That's quite nice. Immigrant City. Corporate Stronghold. Honestly, these might net some pretty decent points. So heat bump here. Dirigibles. Tech demonstration. Venusian insects, very cute. I didn't see anything come through that's going to bump Venus very hard. So I'm going to go ahead and CEO's favorite project, the rotator impacts, and that's going to help us just do this tap this gen and last gen, and that's going to feel pretty good. I don't think I need help on the oxygen. That's kind of the thing I'm hoping remains true. Hoping is like a weaker word than it deserves, though. Like, it should be fine. I can make you cheap and then enhance you for a half point. And yeah, instead of pushing for oxygen, I'm going to use these microbes now for 1 point per turn. So, yeah, 8 steel. I mean, honestly, yeah, throw me down a city here. Throw me down 2-point city at least. Yeah, okay. And then this will be good. So I have a Venus bump coming next gen here. I have 2 heat bumps coming next gen. It's the oceans that I'm missing. And honestly, like, I could just wait till next gen anyway. I could just buy those oceans now. Sure. We might get something like Lake Marineris, but doesn't it just feel nice to basically terraform the whole planet a generation ahead? And like, yeah, we'll play you, and we'll play you. Sure. I don't know that I did the click to up my production. So I'll up my energy production just in case we get something that needs us to have 4 energy to get 3 TR, for instance. Because a card like that would be sweet. So right now I have 2 heat bumps in hand. I have 1 Venus. I've basically got the everything. I'm going to take the Venus bump because there's more heat bump cards, I think, in the world. There's the 2 oceans, by the way, for very, very cheap. We didn't get any value from it. This would enhance, but that's about it if I bought it, so I don't think it's worthwhile. So heat bump. You. Let's go fishing. Look at 4 cards, pick 2. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gets us to 63. So I'm going to take this one just because of our house rules of getting to 63 TR. Then, like, a 1 point. This is 2 points because it has a science tag. So that seems quite dandy. We're going to go ahead. We're going to buy a greenery here. Now, can I get 3 plants? Because if I can, then I can get another greenery in the bonus phase. There's the whole... There's that whole thing. I still need a heat bump too, actually. So I've terraformed the whole planet. I think I have just enough. I can buy a city for 2 points. And then when I play this greenery, I will get the plant that I need for a breakpoint, and I will get to $6, so I can get to 63 TR. Whoo, baby. 12 generations, and we're here. We don't have a sick double. Well, I guess these guys are sharing a couple adjacencies and stuff, but still. I could have played... there's no reason... Well, no, wait. That one... Sorry, I'm stun locking myself. This was great. This was great. This was... We had a lot of money. Even though the first, like, 4 generations, we, like, kind of stalled a lot. We were like, maybe we'll do this gen. Maybe we'll do... We were buying so many cards, right? Because we had good cards. And then a couple generations in a row, like round 4 and 5 and 6, there were like no cards worth buying. Like we ended the game having played all the cards in our hand. That's usually a sign that you your cards dried up. And our cards did dry up. So despite the fact that this is a trifecta, we terraformed the whole planet, we got 63 TR, and we got over 100 points. It wasn't a super decisively cool over 100 points. If it wasn't for the fact that we had like a handful of points on microbes, and then like, I should have checked the end. I bet you it was like 13 points worth of animals. Like we had, deceivingly here, only 18 points. But remember that we played the nuke and we played the corporate stronghold. So that's like -4 points. And then we played the bribe committee, which was 2 TR but -2 points. So we had -6. This should have been 24 if it wasn't for our -6 points worth of negative cards. Either way, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.